Kristen Binford. I own a wedding venue myself, and I've served as a business coach to wedding venue owners all over the country. Now, we generally host about 100 weddings a year, and we spend less than $2,000 a year on paid advertising. So if you hang with me for the next 15 minutes, I'm going to show you the strategy we've been using to do that. Now, you might be wondering, Kristen, okay, great. What's your venue look like? This is my venue. It's just west of St. Louis. It's called Haw Valley. And like I said, if you hang with me for the next 15 minutes, I'm going to be sharing a behind the scenes peek on the strategy we've been leveraging for the last 8 years. Now, you might be one of the venue owners who feels like, gosh, I just have an awareness problem. So if just more people knew about my venue, more amazing couples would book. Or maybe you're one of those venue owners who feel like, gosh, I'm updating my contract all the time. If I just had the perfect contract, I wouldn't be having these challenging clients. Or maybe you're feeling like, hey, you know what? We've been pretty blessed to book lots of amazing couples, and I'm just looking for that unicorn employer, that unicorn team that is going to take all of the challenges off my plate and allow us to continue to grow, but I don't have to be there every single weekend. So I just have to tell you, if you are feeling that way, I get it. And I can tell you, as a successful venue owner myself, those are not the real challenges holding you back from wild success. So I want to tell you, if you're spending the next 15 minutes with me here, what you should expect and who this is for. So this training is for established wedding venue owners. So if you're already open and operational, or if you are buying a venue or breaking ground in the next 120 days, this training is for you. Now, just for context, my venue has been open the last 8 years, and we have grossed nearly $4 million in revenue in that time. And I just want to share with you that what I'm sharing with you today is not just something I've been leveraging in my own business at my own venue, but I have clients and amazing venue owners all over the country leveraging the same strategy. Like Jen. Jen's awesome. I started working with her before she even broke ground on her venue. She booked something like 40 weddings before she even broke ground. And now she's been open for a year and is just about to book her 200th wedding. Or Jeff. Jeff is an amazing human. He has a super unique property. He knew he had something amazing to share with the world, but he knew he needed to be positioning his business differently to be reaching his ideal clients. He has increased his price point from something like $8,000 to $12,000 and is absolutely rocking it. Or Amber. Amber actually bought a wedding venue at the very, very, very beginning of COVID and booked 100 weddings in her first year in operation. And let me tell you, Amber is in a super saturated market. So they are all leveraging the strategy that I'm going to be sharing with you today. Now, you might be asking yourself the question, Kristen, why are you taking time out of your day to share with us? And the truth is, I am really blessed to be successful, and it's fun to build a successful business yourself. And I've also learned that helping others over the years is really what fills my cup and is part of my purpose and my passion here in the world. So I could just keep what I'm doing to myself for my own venue, but I recognized that we had a blueprint, that we had approached the business differently than so many venue owners who get into this business. And we had a blueprint that wasn't just working for us, it could actually help other venue owners all over the country. Now, you might be saying, Kristen, like, how did you do that? How did you create this kind of method and process? Well, I am blessed to say that I have had a unique set of circumstances that I feel like have served me really well in terms of both venue ownership and coaching. So my undergrad degree is in marketing. I have an MBA in strategy. I worked for several years at a consulting company. Prior to opening a venue, I also worked for a large national advertising firm. I also spent almost 10 years, or excuse me, over 10 years in corporate America. So all of those experiences really set me up to be successful at my own venue, but also to be successful in helping others leverage the same strategy in their business. Now, I also just want to set the expectation that I showed you several amazing faces of folks, but there are so many other venue owners who I've coached saying amazing things about this process. And Kristen, thank you, thank you, thank you. I wish I would have just called you sooner. Now, one thing to note is that since we have opened at my venue, we have sold out every year for the last 8 years. Now, in the beginning, our sold out number was 19 weddings our first year. Our sold out number this year is 105 weddings. Now, you might also say, like, Kristen, that's a lot. How do you do all that? You have 2 little boys. You've been coaching hundreds of venue owners all over the country. You have a husband. Like, how do you do all of these things? That's the question I so often get from coaching clients. And truthfully, that is exactly what I teach to coaching clients all over the country. So let's get into it today. Let's do a quick time check here. All right, we're doing good. So you may have already noticed this, but I'm just going to shine a light on it if you haven't. The venue market has absolutely exploded in the last 5 years. This looks like a fun, easy cash cow kind of business. It looks like sexy money, $5,000 bills that we print. If you're a venue owner yourself, you know that so many people believe that to be true because so many more venues are opening. And you know, if you're an established venue owner yourself, that's not exactly how it usually works. Now, what I've also noticed after having more than 900 conversations between myself and my team with venue owners all over the country is that so many amazing, kind, awesome people got into this business. They built a beautiful space because they saw their competitor, they saw a venue in their market or some venues in their market being really successful. And they thought, man, if I just build a beautiful venue too, maybe if I build it bigger, maybe if I build it better, I'll be successful too. My phone will just ring. And what I refer to that as is hope and wish marketing. Many people got into this business thinking, build it and they will come. Now, that worked back in 2014, back in 2015, when so many couples were looking for a venue, but there were so many less venues in the market. Today, that no longer works. So what I want to share with you is just a quick overview of what does work and what myself and my coaching clients are doing all over the country to make more opportunity, to find more opportunity to serve amazing couples and do it in a way that it doesn't take over your life. So I'm going to share 5 quick steps with you today. The first step is to identify the pocket of existing opportunity. So many venue owners simply skip over this step. They do some research. They maybe secret shop their competitors. By the way, I do not recommend doing that. But they do a little bit of research. They find out pricing, but they really haven't identified what is the need that exists in the marketplace and how can I build my business around it. So that's step number 1. Then from there, you identify that need and then you position your business and your value around the ideal client that fits that pocket of existing opportunity. And here's the crux. You position your business so that they actually understand your value. I talk to venue owners all the time who are like, Kristen, we offer so much. We have this great place. We actually provide more service than so many competitive venues in our marketplace, but our couples just don't understand our value. So if that sounds like you, hang tight with me. So step number 2 is to actually build your business around your ideal client, what they need and want, and then communicate your value in a way that they actually understand it. Then the goal is to reach your ideal clients with effective and inexpensive marketing strategies. So many people who are pitching venue owners right now are pitching advertising strategies or automation strategies. But if you don't do steps 1 and 2 correctly, you are absolutely leaving tens of thousands, potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table every single year. Now, step number 4, once you're reaching those ideal clients, they're coming to you, is to actually pre-qualify them before they come for a tour. Here's the thing, pre-qualifying is not bad. It's actually a really good thing because it's being respectful of your time and it's being respectful of your ideal client's time. Not everybody's going to be a fit for you, and not everybody is not, and your venue is not going to be a fit for every client. So it's important to pre-qualify them before they come to visit. And then from there, we scale, right? Once you have steps 1 through 4 in place, you can actually scale your business and use systems and strategies that feel personal. Now, this is not all about automation. You'll hear that a lot. And honestly, automation is not something I talk to my clients about hardly at all. There are a few pieces in your business that is possible, but what's really important, is to build a business that can grow. That means that you don't have to work every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and that you still get to be present in the business and feels personal both for you and for your couples. Now, here's an important thing to note too. In this business, most of us have high fixed costs. These are expensive buildings to build or to buy. They're expensive buildings to run. So the fixed costs in these businesses are typically pretty high. But the variable costs for owning a venue, meaning the costs directly related to an individual event, are pretty low. So the name of the game in this business is, how do I cover my fixed costs as quickly as I can so that every wedding past my fixed cost point becomes very profitable. That's the name of the game. So let's just look at some quick numbers here. So let's say you are a venue now doing Saturdays only and you're doing 20 Saturdays a year, right? So 20 Saturdays, let's pull a price point out of the air. Let's say that's $4,000. We're 20 Saturdays at $4,000 is $80,000 a year in revenue. But this is a high fixed cost business for many venue owners. So my question for you would be, are you priced correctly in the marketplace? Is there additional value that you can be presenting to couples? And even if your price point was $4,500 instead of $4,000 at those 20 weddings a year, that's another $10,000 in additional potential income. What if you were like so many of my venue owner coaching clients and you thought, Kristen, Saturdays are the only thing that couples want in my market. Saturdays, I just don't know how to sell them. I don't know how to book those dates. What if you could just book 12 Fridays? I have a couple of venue owners I'm working with right now, and they felt like, Kristen, Saturdays are the only thing my couples want. And you know what? Now they're booking Fridays and Sundays. So even if you just booked 12 Fridays as a seasonal venue and 4 more Saturdays as a seasonal venue, you're talking about doubling your income. The reason why I'm showing you these numbers is because every one of these weddings that you leave on the table that you don't book, somebody else is booking that couple and is additional income that you are missing, because this is a high ticket business. Every Friday, if your Friday is $5,000, every Friday you don't book costs you $5,000. That's the most expensive expense in this business. Let me do a quick time check here. All right. So now also note, every market is different. So your price point has a huge impact on the total revenue in your business. I'm sure you know that. You're probably a business person, but my point being, are you sure you're priced appropriately in the marketplace? Are you taking advantage of the opportunity that exists now? And are you leaving opportunity on the table? These numbers add up quickly, or they add up to missed revenue, missed opportunity very quickly as well. Now, the most expensive expense in this business is unsold dates. If you have 4 unsold Fridays and you could have sold them at $5,000, that's $20,000 in revenue that you didn't book this year that could have been possible. A lot of venue owners are leaving many tens of thousands of dollars on the table every single year. But I want to be clear, it's not just about booking more awesome couples. I want you to do that if that's part of your goal. But it's also about, how do you get to have time and joy and freedom in the business? I have 2 little boys, I have a husband, and I work about 10 weddings a year, even though we're hosting 100 weddings a year. Now, yes, I have a great team, but if you don't have the systems and processes in your business to scale, you will burn your team out. You will be dealing with the staffing issues that so many are. I am blessed to say, even right now, with as hard as it is to find great help, we have an amazing full team that allows me to be home with my family. But we've set the business up so that it is supporting them because it's set up to scale. Okay, now, real quickly here, you can take everything that I have shared with you in this quick training today, and you can do nothing with it. You can move on about your day, or you can make a new decision. If you keep doing things the way you've always done them, you're going to keep getting the same or worse results over time, because more and more venues are going to continue to open. So in a minute here, I'm going to invite you to book a call with my team. That call may be with me. It may be with someone on my team who's been with me for years, but we teach our business blueprint to venue owners all over the country if it is the right fit. Now, what if I could give you that blueprint, that I could show you how to find the opportunity pocket, how to identify your ideal client, and strategically set pricing so that you're articulating your real value? What if you made modifications to your website and turned it into your very best salesperson, and then drove couples to it using organic, free, and paid advertising strategies? Once they're on your site, you can pre-qualify them to make sure it's going to be a good fit for you and for them. And once they're booked with you, what if you could leverage proven strategies to scale the business without working more? It's not magic. It is not magic. It's work, but it's work in pursuit of less work. And it is the exact process that I've used to grow our business successfully for the last 8 years. So, what I want to see you do is build the business that you really want, that gives you the impact, the income, and the freedom you were hoping for when you got into this business. Now, I just want to remind you the best opportunity is now, not next year. More venues are going to continue to open because this looks like an easy, fun cash cow. The best opportunity is now. Now, you are invited, or you're going to be invited here in just a minute to book a call with my team. I do want to set the expectation that there is an application process because I believe in making sure it's a good fit for you and a good fit for us and a good use of both of our time. So there's going to be some questions. As we review your application, if we feel like someone else would serve you better, we'll absolutely make a different recommendation or different introduction. Okay. Now, I just want to remind you, all of my amazing coaching clients who have so many great things to say about our work together got out of their comfort zone, stopped what they were doing, even on a busy week, even on a busy day when they're busy doing all the things, and they booked this call with my team. Like I said, I'm a venue owner myself. We have very limited calendar availability because I'm still running the business. I'm coaching venue owners all over the country, but they took this first step, and I want to invite you, if you are the right fit for this call and this conversation, I want to invite you to take that first step too. So the requirements to book a call are that you are an open and operational venue, or you're going to be buying or breaking ground in the next 120 days. Everyone who has an active voice in the business needs to join us on the call. So yes, that means, do you have a spouse in the business that has an opinion? You both need to join the call. We're going to be diving deep. We're going to look at what you want, where you want to go, and what's getting in the way. If we can help you, we'll let you know what that looks like. We'll walk you through our blueprint. If we can't and we think something else is better, we'll make a different recommendation. Either way, our goal on this call is to serve you. Also, this call is not for jerks. If you are not willing to be open, if you are not willing to dive deep into your business, show up on time, and be respectful of both of our time, this call is not for you. Now, dreams don't work unless you do. So I just like to set the expectation that this is not a magic pill. This is not a magic handshake. It is work, but it is work in pursuit of less work. And it's the exact blueprint that I've used and over 200 venue owners across the country have used to grow their business as well. So my last question for you today is, if not now, when? You could absolutely go from here and make the decision that cleaning the toilets or doing the tour or answering the email or whatever the thing is, mowing the grass, that feels the most important thing today, that you're going to make that a priority. But I want to challenge you to make working on your business, not just in your business, an absolute priority today, because if not now, when? All right. So, whew, we did it, guys. My name is Kristen Binford. You can apply for a breakthrough call with my team. Below this video, there should be an apply button. KristenBinford.com is where you'll find more details, but the button below this video is what you need to click to book a call with my team. All right, we'll see you on the inside.